Sure, I could give them up anytime I wanted to.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the sweets that were banned or discontinued due to dangerous ingredients, societal concerns, or both.
This week I learned that in the United States it is easier to get a gun than a Kinder Surprise.
Number 10. Nestle Magic Ball. Candy and a free toy? That sounds like a dream come true for kids.
What's inside sparkling foilers? What's inside a chocolate ball?
Nestle thought the same thing in the 90s when they created the Magic Ball, a hollowed-out chocolate ball with a small toy figure in the middle, not unlike another chocolate product. However, many were concerned about the fun surprise potentially being a choking hazard, and the product was also a violation of the FDA's rule against selling non-edible items inside food.
A surprise in a ball in chocolate and foil in a box.
It was pulled from shelves and in 2000, rebranded as the Wonder Ball, which was filled with small candies instead. The Wonder Ball became an icon for nostalgic foods and even managed to make a comeback after being discontinued again, while its more dangerous predecessor remains long forgotten.
What's in your Wonder Ball?
Number 9. Roadkill Gummy Candy. It's great for a candy product to stand out, but it's not always for the right reason.
In 2005, Kraft decided to stop production of the controversial Roadkill Gummies.
This was the case for Trolley in 2004 when they released Roadkill Gummies, chewable candies shaped like flattened animals, tire marks included. Suffice it to say, animal activists didn't really appreciate what the company was going for here.
And it eventually didn't last long in the market.
Many protested, and the New Jersey Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals claimed that the candy sent the wrong message to children about how animals should be treated. Because of this, barely a year later, the Roadkill Gummies were discontinued.
So this is one of my discontinued and banned candies.
Number 8. Toxic Waste Nuclear Sludge Chew Bars. If you've ever seen the challenge videos on YouTube, you'll know all about the toxic waste line of sour candies.
And we're here to take the Toxic Waste Challenge.
Whoa, I didn't know this was a challenge.
While the line is only marketed as hazardously sour, one of their products turned out to actually be toxic. The Toxic Waste Nuclear Sludge Chew Bars. It was discovered that the cherry flavoring contained an unsafe level of lead content, and the bars were immediately recalled in the US.
The regulation requires levels of lead to be below 0.1.
While Toxic Waste other candy seems to be doing all right today, in October of 2023, the slime liquor products were recalled due to their being deemed a choking hazard.
These are a sour slime candy that they lick, and it's like on a roller.
Number 7. The Hippie Sippi. With hippie culture on the rise in the 1960s, R.L. Albert & Sons capitalized on the movement with their very own gag candy, the Hippie Sippi.
Considering the outcry over candy cigarettes, it seemed ill-advised for the R.L. Albert Company of New York City to import Hippie Sippi candy from Japan in 1968.
This peculiar treat was a syringe-shaped container filled with multicolored candies which were eaten by sucking them up through the straw. Needless to say, the Hippie Sippi was doomed from the start.
Outraged parents and government officials claimed that the candy promoted drug use.
Not only were parents outraged that it was practically mimicking narcotics for their children, but it also posed a choking risk by having kids basically inhale the tiny chocolate pieces. The fact that it came with a button that said, "I'll try anything," only made it worse, and sort of hysterical in hindsight.
It would appear that "I'll try anything" is advice not to be taken lightly.
Number 6. Lucas Limon. Lucas Mexican candy is known for its unique, sweet and spicy flavor combinations.
Next on the Mexican candy list, we have Lucas Muecas.
Chamoy flavored lollipop with chili powder.
But this candy powder was ripped from the shelves due to the discovery of its elevated lead levels. In fact, some Lucas flavors contained anywhere between 2 to 3 times the FDA standard.
Poison. Poison. Poison.
The high lead content obviously posed a major health risk to its young consumers, and over 5 million units of the candy were recalled. Unfortunately, some leftover tainted candy remained on the market in some countries, despite the dire implications. While this may have been a tasty treat, it's certainly not worth a fatal outcome.
The poison was in the candy.
Number 5. Lollipipe. It's exactly what it sounds like. Basically, a spoon pipe made entirely of candy and works just as well as an actual pipe.
It was smokable. It did what it was supposed to do.
It was said to be flame-proof, so it could be reused too. Obviously, this sweet was meant for adults, but of course, kids would want to try something made of candy. Naturally, parents were outraged that anyone would make such a controversial product so enticing to kids.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Go ahead and hold that.
As a result, the lollipop pipe was banned from being sold in stores, though it still pops up on online shops for its intended demographic to enjoy.
My hands are all sticky now.
Number 4. Sweethearts, aka Conversation Hearts. When Valentine's Day comes around, who isn't eager to receive one of those candy hearts with cute sayings on them? You're probably wondering, what harm can a sentimental sweet cause? According to a few elementary schools, quite a lot, since the sweethearts are banned from some of them. While the popular belief that sugar causes hyperactivity in kids has been proven to be a myth, this is apparently the reason they've asked staff and parents alike not to let candies be passed around the class.
A sweet from my sweet. Be mine.
Another school cited the promotion of healthy food choices as a reason for the ban. Seems like a lot of heartbreak over candy hearts.
Oh, perfect.
Trying to make my relationship. I saw that.
Number 3. Haribo Sugar-Free Gummy Bears. Everybody loves gummy bears, but they're not exactly merciful on the teeth. So Haribo, the company that pioneered the delectable chewable, tried to make a sugar-free version.
The title of David's review is Fully Weaponized Gummy Bears.
Ironically, rumor has it that the sugar-free versions are even less healthy than the original versions. While they're lower in calories, they contain an ingredient that, when eaten in large amounts, can result in heavy complications in the consumer's digestive system.
You're so cute. Are you deadly? Tell me.
Because of the unpleasant side effects and scathing reviews, the sugarless bears were discontinued. If any good came out of these indigestible treats, it taught consumers a valuable lesson in moderation.
So it's like 11:15. And my stomach just made a sound like a pterodactyl.
Number 2. Kinder Surprise Eggs. The Magic Ball/Wonder Ball wasn't the first attempt at the prize in the chocolate gimmick. That honor goes to the iconic confectionery, the Kinder Surprise Eggs, which debuted all the way back in 1974.
Over 100 different toys and trinkets for boys and girls.
While mostly aimed at kids, adults have long since loved the treat too. Unfortunately for the collectors, the surprise egg was banned in the United States due to the FDA's regulations and posing a choking hazard risk.
Given that billions of these have been sold since 1974 when they were first introduced, it may leave you wondering whether any deaths have ever occurred due to choking. And the answer there is sadly yes.
However, since 2017, the Surprise's safer counterpart, the Kinder Joy, which separates toy and chocolate, was allowed to be imported into the States. Interestingly, the Surprise is still a long sought-after trinket on the black market for hardcore collectors.
In 2014, authorities broke up a Canadian 3-person Kinder Surprise smuggling ring that came complete with under-the-border tunnel. If you're caught with the contraband confections, you can face fines of up to $2,500 US.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Candy cigarettes. It's an ongoing battle trying to protect children from the tobacco industry.
Trust me, Peter, the last thing we want is to get kids to start smoking.
Well, then what about that graph on the wall that says the first thing we want is to get kids to start smoking?
Unfortunately, products like candy cigarettes don't help with the cause. Don't worry, they're not actual cigarettes, but bubblegum, chocolate, or chalky sugar made to resemble tobacco products. Still, some could even produce clouds of sugar to resemble smoke.
And if you're careful, you can blow off a little bit of powdered sugar out of here and make it look like smoke.
People were rightfully concerned that such products would encourage young children to smoke actual cigarettes. Because of the risk, these controversial sweets were banned in several countries. However, they are still being produced in the United States, mostly rebranded with no reference to cigarettes. Even if they're just sweets, the influence they're said to have on impressionable youngsters makes them more dangerous than they're worth.
Lois was right. Children under 4 shouldn't smoke.
Did you ever try any of these discontinued goodies? Let us know how they were in the comments.
Where the hell is the candy?
I don't know.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.